12 years. Transferred to the fire department at Fort Myer, Arlington, Virginia, and worked there for another 12 years before retiring. Injured employees from the Pentagon, bystanders leaving their automobiles on Washington Boulevard, and eventually
helped support the Columbus Honor Flight Hub. Again, it is very special to me, as it is to all of us. What I'm going to tell you, and this order would stay in effect, you might say 15 years. Eventually, these people would be allowed to talk to the public or research on a legal pad. The story I tell you, there's no exaggeration in it. I also want to say at this time, while I have time, he will arrive in the motorcade with the Harley Davidsons and all the assignment that comes in there for whenever we have a what we call a Code 1 building, a high building, very tall building. Shortly after we're open, anything out of the ordinary, call the cops. I'd like to see a picture of that. I've got a photograph of it right over there. As a matter of fact, please ask me injured. From the time we saw the airplane until it hit the building, probably a half a second passed. So fast that he and I had probably not even started running yet. So Skipper, I grabbed Skipper and asked him if he's okay. Honestly, don't fire truck away from the building, put it in a left turn, and take it over to the hole that was created by the crash of the airplane. However, the truck engine would not in fire station Fort Myer. And it's, by the way, Fort Myer is on the west side of the Arlington National Cemetery on the schedule, which we call the Ouija. Describe the airplane as a Boeing 757 or a 320 Airbus. They are similar. If you want to know the difference, see me after I finish. Clearest voice they've ever heard, they say. And I gave that, and they hear that message. Under the apparatus door where the fire truck backs work boots. I go out of the firehouse and I hold this guy responsible for those that 10 or 12 or so people. So this goes on for no more than probably 10 minutes. The people are coming out of the windows. Apparently the first person out of the window knocked me over backwards. I don't remember, that would go over my right shoulder are on fire. They're elastic. That stuff would burn. However, you can imagine take the lantern, put it underneath my left arm. I put it hey, back. And one of us said, she sees what she described to me what she thought was a ceiling, big, long, 4-foot long ceiling light, fluorescent light hanging. It's traffic time. The traffic has stopped on Washington Boulevard. You know, I don't have a whole lot of things to think about, but I know that we are there by ourselves. Number one, Fort Myer, our people are there on the scene. And number 2, gallons of water a minute. And you see the videos, you'll see these water streams. I want to mention this also, activities on the fire ground. Eventually we get the word that there is an unidentified airplane coming up from the south. It's probably going to, this did not materialize to be a threat. And of course this is not United Flight. I don't suppose you knew what airline it was, and I said, I couldn't tell you, and Skipper said, there was 58 passengers on the airplane, 6 crew members, and also the 5 hijackers.
Alan is involved in detail, and he tried to give you everything that happened that day. Picture yourself, Stan. My daughter's over in Harrisburg right now, and they said they got 12 inches of water last night. So they're getting a lot of flooding going on over there. Thanks. We'll raise those flags and fly them this weekend.